Apple has announced their iPhone 17 lineup, and here's a quick rundown. So we've got the expected iPhone 17 update and the iPhone 17 Pro and the Pro Max lines. But Apple also announced a brand new super thin model called the iPhone Air, which is expected to be the launching point or half of the foldable phone that could be next year, could be the year after. First, onto the iPhone 17. So this is the best base model that Apple have put out in a couple of years because there's such a little gap, small tiny gap between the Pro and the base model. Firstly, it starts with 256 gigabytes of storage on the base model, up from 128 last year. It's finally got Apple ProMotion 120Hz display. Now it's variable, so it goes from 1Hz all the way up to 120Hz depending on what you're doing. It allows the always-on display to work, and it saves battery life for you. Oh, and it's also smooth. Smooth, baby. Smooth. Now, speaking of the screen, that brightness is up to 3000 nits, which is good if you are outside and trying to see the screen. Now, all the models this year have a new selfie camera called Center Stage. Now, they've kind of ripped the idea, well, they invented the idea. They've kind of got the idea, brought the idea over from the iPad and the Mac. So the newer cameras have a wider lens and they can zoom in and crop depending on what's on the screen. So you can hold your camera, do the selfie, and not have to do that if you've got a group shot. Very cool. I like the idea of that. So onto the iPhone Pro and Pro Max. We've got a brand new design with an all aluminium chassis that includes a vapor chamber, which basically draws the heat away from the chip to give you better battery life and to make it not burn your pants off. Now, the design looks a little bit rubbish if you ask me, but what do I know? We've got a bigger battery, which no one on the planet is actually complaining about. And those back cameras are now all 48 megapixels. The Pro also has that center stage camera that the base model has. Now, there's a couple of new format options if you're a pro photographer or pro videographer on the iPhone. So that's been included. Most of you won't care about that. They've also made the ultra zoom now go to an 8 times zoom without using any AI garbage. Google Pixel 10 Pro, I'm looking at you. Apple has lens envy with Samsung. They're telling everyone they have way more lenses than they actually do. Now, Apple, look, I've been counting since I was 10. Okay, stop it. Finally, we've got the brand new iPhone Air. And this iPhone Air is thin. Okay, 5.6 mil thin, not including the bump. Now, speaking of that bump, they have put pretty much all the brains and the guts of the phone in there, and the rest is for battery. We've only got one lens. Sorry, my mistake. We've really got two lenses, Apple, in one, 2 in 1. Sorry, Tim. Now, it's running the same chip as the iPhone 17 Pro, and they've said it gives you all-day battery life. Then they said, hey, you can also get a MagSafe battery to plug in here and give it double-day battery life. We'll have to see how the actual battery life really works on this thing. Now, the colors are disappointing. We've got some nice colors on the base model, but they kind of forgot to make it dark phone, like a black phone or a dark grey phone, on the Pro model, which is weird. We've got this orange one that only we've got the orange one, which only weird people will buy, and then you've got the silver, and you've got the blue. I like the blue. I'm getting the blue. And when it comes to the Air, we've got some other color options, which I don't have in front of me. Now, the new phones have all jumped up in price a little bit, and honestly, if you've got a 15 or a 16, it's not worth it. It's really nothing here. Maybe even a 14, okay? They do little adjustments here all over the place, and some of them are really good, some of them are next level, a lot of them aren't. They're just little minor tweaks here and there. Now, if you're on the fence about the Pro versus the base model, probably go with the base. You get 90% of the stuff that's in the Pro model, but it's in the base model. Plus you get like 12 cameras. How many cameras? 12. You can pre-order all these fabulous phones on Friday, but they're also available to purchase on the 19th of September.